My name is JC Stewart and I am from Macrofelt in County Derry in Northern Ireland.
You say happiness exists, but you're not sure it goes.
I grew up beside a farm. If you want to do loads of things, maybe it's not the place to grow up, but yeah, it was very relaxed. We had a family business called JC Stewart, which sold groceries. It was like a supermarket. And my dad asked me, did I want to take over the family business? And I said, probably not. Ended up figuring out an artist name at one point. So JC Stewart was there and I was like, well, I'll just do the family business in a different way.
'Cause I'm done with all this silence.
All I wanted to do in school was to be a rugby player. That was my whole thing. And I was awful at rugby and it was so heartbreaking. Being like a 12-year-old boy who's a singer is like not the coolest thing at school. So it was just something I was like, yeah, whatever.
I need you to hate me, baby, in the worst way.
My mum sent me, she was always trying to get me into music. So she sent me to this like local theatre and there's loads of jazz musicians who were teaching how to write songs. It was called like the Making Music Workshop. And I went down and I brought like a cajon box, like a drum thing, so that's all I could play at the time. And we wrote this song. And after that, I was like, that was so much fun. And it made sense to me. And then from that day, I just wrote songs every day since.
Ooh.
It wasn't that I was like, even knew I was good. I was like, that was the only thing that I thought about doing. It was like, school was like, what are you gonna do? I'm like, I'll go to uni if it helps me become a songwriter, but that's all I'm gonna do.
And oh, loving you, it kills my courage.
And I knew that weirdly it was songwriting more than anything else was like the thing I loved about it. And I loved singing, I loved playing, but I was like, if I can write songs for a living, I'm cool.
And oh, I wish I knew a way to cut this.
Did school, took a gap year, worked in a whiskey factory, went travelling for a bit, played in every pub around Northern Ireland, and then went to uni and studied politics so I could afford to move to England to do songwriting.
Yeah, I keep coming back and you know.
Moving to London weirdly was like the least scary thing I've ever done, and just like as soon as I was there, I was like, sweet, we did it.
If you're gonna break my heart, then do it right. Don't you leave me hanging on like the last time.
Lockdown, March, picture the scene. I'm back at my parents' house. 5 years later, I'm like, did anything really happen in the 5 years that I've left? TikTok was this thing that everyone's like, it's lockdown, you gotta get on TikTok. So I was like, right. I did like a parody of the Friends theme tune, but I just made like a lockdown version of it. Jennifer Aniston shared it to her Instagram story. That was mad. And then like the day later, I was on like the Today Show and Good Morning America. And everyone's like, how'd you come up with the idea? I'm like, this took me 30 seconds to make. I did not think about this at all.
Oh, I still come back for more. Yeah.
So my debut EP, which I released in November, is called When the Light Hits the Room. We wrote it in 2 weeks, and it was written about searching for everything, which is the cheesy way to say it.
Sign upon the door.
I worked with Tom Adele on the EP, and Tom's been a hero of mine since I was 16, man. I went to see him live in the Mandela Hall in Belfast and was like, I want to do that. Whatever that guy's doing, I want to do that. So to write an EP with him was just like stupidly cool.
Oh, if you're gonna break my heart, then do it right. Don't you leave me hanging on like the last time.
Yeah, I think this is pretty cool. You know what's happening? It's like, I mean, I'm here with all you guys filming for MTV. It's crazy. So yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna remember about it, but I kind of like, I always think about what would that guy who's 15, who was like dying to write songs for a living, think? And I'm like, I kind of did everything I wanted to do. I'm loving it, and hopefully it keeps going.
Without you.